Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live painting with Harold. I am Harold, and tonight we're just going to paint a little mountain scene with a little hidden lake. Should be a fun little painting to do. Hey, Kunzi, how you, man? Uh, Using a 16 by 20 inch canvas tonight. Turned on landscape. Already covered in a thin, even coat of liquid white. Colors I got out are titanium white, phthalo, and Prussian blue, alizarin crimson, midnight black, mountain mix, dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, sap green, cad yellow, yellow ochre, Indian yellow, and the evil bright red. And I'm not sure if we're going to use all these colors or not, but they out just in case. Hey, Tim, how you tonight? I'm doing good right now. I don't know how I'll be once we get through this painting, but we're going to give it a go. Hope everything works all right on. I'm running a couple minutes behind tonight, but we lost power here tonight. Our power company lost connection to the entire substation, so our whole town and our neighboring town was out of power. I think tonight we're just going to kind of turn back to the basics and do a little simple mountain and maybe a pretty sky with a little lake, just something real Bob Rossish. I've had a few people here lately asking me how to do this and how to do that, and well, I guess I kind of need to jump back into some of the simple stuff and see if we can help them out. With that said, I'll just come right over here and I'll pick me up a little bit of phthalo blue and a little bit of Prussian blue on the same brush and just tap it in. Just mix them together right here on the brush. Come right up here and just paint just kind of a loose sky tonight. It don't have to be real perfect or anything like that. Keep it kind of simple if I can. When you're painting in these light spots like this, and you come back and blend it all together, it'll give you the indication that you've already got some distant clouds up here. And it'll give your sky a little action if you got these dark spots and light spots. You don't have to have no blacks or real dark colors, but just you using your blue in different areas to leave darker blues will have the same effect. And then just kind of let it fade down at the bottom a little bit. Then you knock away that color off your brush. Then you come back up here and just start at the bottom, lightly blending. And just work your way up. Just real lightly blending. Just don't take that dark color back down to the bottom. Just keep it up top if you can. And just blend around till you get all the brush strokes out. About like so. That's about all there is to it. I'm going to go ahead and get the chair in the right position here. I'm going to go ahead and wash this brush. All right, come back over here now in the same two colors. Tap them right back in the brush again. Just come up here and pull this color in from the side. This will indicate water later. Like so. And just like in the sky, I'm going to knock this color out of the brush, much of it as I can. Then come right here and just start lightly blending across, work my way down. And then that little light spot there in the middle, it can look like a sheen of light across our water here in a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and wash this brush again. I'll tell you one thing, we got so many guys on social media right now painting that nobody should have a problem finding help painting. I'm telling you, there is some excellent painters out there right now painting. I get invited to do a painting with Nick Harper on his TikTok channel Thursday night. It's going to be him and me both painting. And we're going to be painting side by side. And I think the way it's supposed to work is, there's Mick there. I'm supposed to paint a picture, and he's going to paint a picture. I think the same picture. And he's going to end up doing a smaller canvas. And I'm going to do a normal size canvas, just to show people that you don't always have to use big canvases to do a similar type painting. You can do them on smaller canvases. So that should prove to be a lot of fun, and it should be helpful to a lot of people. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Mick. All right, I'm going to come right over here now, and I'm going to grab me a little of my white. I'm just going to pull it down here. Then I'm going to take just a speck of red. I mean just a speck. It don't take much at all. I'm loading up my fan brush. And I want to come right up here. I think I just want to do a real simple type cloud tonight. Just a little floater type cloud that's up here in the sky. Now, anybody should be able to do a cloud like that. Anybody. Then we take our 2-inch brush, come back and just lightly, real lightly, blend out the bottom. Just do what you can to stay at the top. And this is where good thick paint comes in right here, because it's not running your paint everywhere. It's just holding it right there in that one area. If you had a real thin paint up there right now, that little step we just did would drive you crazy. It'd have paint smeared all the way down here. And then come back up and just real gentle fluff it up. Just like so. And then very lightly come across it. And you're just barely touching that canvas right there. You're almost missing it, in fact. And it'll just set that cloud right down into your paint. All right, washing this brush right quick. Dry it out real good. Come over here in my paint again. Same colors. It's just that white with just a tiny bit of red in it. You probably can't even see the red, really. You might see a little hint of it right there. Hey, Linda, how are you tonight? All right, now I'm going to take that brush and I'm going to come here. And I'm just going to start another one. And I'm going to do it the same way. I'm just flipping and flopping that brush. I'm telling you, these are the most simple clouds you can paint. I can't think of an easier way to paint clouds than that right there. I mean, that is just, you're really doing nothing. You're just letting the brush bounce on the canvas. That's all you do. And then once again, come up, Real gentle. Blend out the bottom. Just real gentle. That's good, Linda. I'm glad to hear that. All right, you come in here. Real lightly, fluff it up. And then slowly blend across. Real light. That is no pressure at all right there. What's up, Itchy Dog? All right, I'm going to knock a lot of this color out on my fan brush. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll just go ahead and wash it. I don't need it for nothing right now. All right, we'll lay it to the side for now. I'm going to come over here and pick up my knife. And I'll come right up here in my mountain color. I'll get out my little small roll. Let's see here. We just come up here tonight with just a basic, simple little mountain. Nothing real fancy. Just a quick little mountain range. What's up, Bobby? Come right out here and add another little peak out here. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Bobby. Hopefully it'll get better for you. All right. I'm going to say that's plenty of mountain for this painting. This thing looks like it's out of focus or something. Yeah, it looks a little better. Perhaps tomorrow will be better. I hope so. I hope so, Bobby. I hate for any of my friends to have a bad day. All right, let's come in here and go to pulling this color out and down. I'll tell you one thing, this heat here lately, it's been tough on everybody. It just seems like when it's this hot, you just have a bad day. I mean, for some reason, I don't know why that is. I guess everybody's just in a bad mood because it's so hot, got tempers flaring. I don't know, kind of crazy. All right, I'll take my paper towel now. Come in here and just wipe out some more of this color. Wipe out as much of it as we can. Uh, Bobby, I would have to have. Well, yeah, there you go. I'd have to have two phones to do that. Uh, I actually do have two phones, but one of them is kind of crappy. Hey, Rod, and I don't think the quality would be. I don't think it'd be something people would be real happy about. Not to mention, one of them would have to sit off at a little bit crazier angle. It wouldn't be able to be hit on my canvas like this one is right now. Now I thought seriously about doing that when I get enough people on that TikTok platform to use my camera for both. That'd be a whole lot better. He used wifey's phone. Ooh, you trying to start fights up in my house? I'm not even gonna tell her you said that. All right. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of it. You said it. Oh, I think you'll enjoy that one, Linda. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed painting that. Message retracted. Oh, look at you. Oh my God. Hey, I got witnesses. Rod saw it. Linda saw it. Tim saw it. Coonsy saw it. Whoever's in here saw it. Nick saw it. All right. Guess it's time now to come up here and get ready to do a little highlighting on the mountain. Everybody's least favorite step. Everybody has problems making that paintbrush. When all you got to do is just come up here and just barely touch. That's all you got to do. Just barely touch. No pressure whatsoever. None. Mick, did you see anything? Bobby, did you hear a while ago what I said? Me and Mick are gonna do I guess you call it a duet. I guess I don't really know what the proper term for it is, but we're gonna be painting side by side on his channel Thursday night on TikTok. I'm gonna do a painting similar to this one on a big canvas, and he's gonna do it on a small canvas, so we can kind of give people an idea of, you can do the same painting on a lot smaller canvas. That you don't always have to have a big canvas to paint. Small but mighty. That's right. All right. I'll come up here on this peak now. We'll do it the same way. We'll pull this color in. That way, just a tad. Yeah, most of the time. That's right. All right. I think that's what you're gonna have to name that painting session, Mick. Size doesn't matter. I tell you what, since I got friends in here right now, I want to tell y'all something that I find so frustrating. Now, y'all may agree and you may not. It's entirely up to you. But just from what I've seen here lately, and it's true with YouTube, it's true with Facebook, and it's true with TikTok. It seems to be all of these platforms here lately. If you are a female that is half dressed and just, I mean, hardly no clothing at all, and it don't matter what you're doing, whatever your niche is, it don't matter. You have thousands of viewers, and that's exactly right. Sex sells. I was which I probably shouldn't even say this. I mean, I don't need to get all political up on my channel, but it's frustrating. I was scrolling last night, and I ran across a young lady that was painting. Now I won't call her name because it would be kind of unfair. But she was dressed in this very provocative outfit, and I just finished a live that when I closed it out, I think I had like 9 people left, and curiosity got the best of me. So I clicked on her live and went in there for a second or two. She had a little over 7,000 people watching her paint. And let me tell you guys, it wasn't because of the workmanship. I can promise you. And it's not her fault. That's the thing. It's us fellows that, well, I won't say us fellows, but it's some of the fellows that are just that way, that are going in there for the wrong reasons. That's keeping this stuff, it's keeping it going. And yeah, assets work. And I was just thinking to myself, it's really awful that that's what we're up against, and we struggle to get, like right now I got 10 people. If I was standing here as a female with my butt hanging all out, I bet you I'd have more than 10 viewers right now. But I find that kind of disturbing. But I guess that's just the way it is. Nothing we can do about it. All right, I'm making me up a little shadow color now. Just white, a little bit of the blue, very little bit of the blue, and then I might add just a little bit of the mountain color, just to kind of gray it down some. Well, thank you, Captain. I appreciate that. I really do. Normally, just about any time you see me on painting, the people in my room that are watching me are also great artists. Like right now, this live feed right now is full of some really, really awesome artists. And then every once in a while we'll get some people that come in that actually are learning to paint. And if I can't help them, they normally can. And that's what it should be about. We should be here to kind of help people learn how to paint. Okay. Well, hey, John, how are you, man? You snuck in here on me that name, but it makes sense now. Rescue Captain makes all the sense in the world. Well, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, John. And I guess I really shouldn't be fussing about it, but it gets frustrating sometimes. All right, I'm just coming up here now. behind my highlight color. Just adding on a little of the shadow color. And just like the highlight color, just letting it break. Real light pressure. Swimsuit. Yeah, that's what. I guess we're going to start painting in swimsuits. Well, not me. I'd end up in jail for indecent exposure. uh, in my own house. European style swimsuit. Ooh, wee. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think my wife would be the first one to call the law. If I was running around the house in a European swimsuit, she'd call 911 quick. There's none of them folks that got them little stray jackets who come out here and throw me in one of them wagons with that little white suit. I'm not gonna call her name out. I'll get it to you. Well, thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that, buddy. After I get done tonight, Bobby, I'll get her name to you. She'll be on tonight. She's on every night, just about. I don't understand why she keeps showing up in my live because I don't follow her. She is not on my friends list. I guess because we kind of got the same niche. I guess we're both painters. That's all I can figure. I told you I'll send you your name as soon as this is over. I'm not gonna call it out in the room, especially after I sit here and talk about her. I ain't famous enough to get no lawsuit put on me. Okay, Rescue Captain knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because he's right. She does not do wet on wet. She does acrylic. That's right up your alley, Lo. No, it does not, sir. All right, me. We do have a lady president here tonight. Linda, I'll be glad when you get your fiber optic internet. That stuff's been giving you fits for quite some time. But you have a good night if you can hear us. And have fun painting me wildflower painting. It is a lot of fun to paint. And if you have any problems with it, reach me on Facebook and I'll help you all I can. All right, look over here now. Start on this last little peak here. It's all good, Nick. All right. It should do it on a mountain. I'm going to clean that 2-inch brush I was using earlier now. We're going to beat the devil out of it. I really wish these live feeds would give you a pause option. So when these birds go to screaming like that, I could just hit pause and until they calm back down. All right, let me come up here now and tap out the bottom. I'm just tapping up into the mountain at the same angle it's coming down. Just tapping right up into it real lightly. Real lightly. What about mute? All right, I don't see a mute option on my end. Actually, I do have a mute option on my end, and it's already clicked. So I guess it would have to be from the camera itself, since the camera is acting as the webcam. I guess. I don't know. Oh, I know you can hear me because the camera's not muted. All that's muted is the volume on my computer. Because if it was on, it'd be playing back every time I talk. I'd be getting a lot of feedback. All right, and very gentle. Come in here and pull it straight up. Very gently, in the same direction. And then just kind of brush it out across the bottom. They give you that little bit of. Is it echoing tonight? Not echoing on yours. Okay. Oh, I know what I think. John was just saying if I had the volume on the computer, it would be echoing. I think that's what he meant. I think. Yeah, this camera I'm using here has got it's got a little microphone that sits up on top of the camera. I like the way that little dude sits in there. Just like a little extra little hump in there. I like that. Almost like a big boulder sitting up there. It's the Sony ZV-E10, Robbie. It came out last year. Well, it probably came out before I got it last year. Let me say it like that. Sony had a ZV something, a ZV1 or something like that. And this one came out. And everything I watched on YouTube was talking about how good a camera it was for YouTube. And that's what I was looking for, was a YouTube camera. So I went ahead and got it. Oh, that Canon M50, they say that's a bad boy. I've got a Canon 80D. Now it's a superb camera. It's really, really nice. But it'll only record 30 minutes at a time. When my ZV-E10, it's nonstop. I can sit here all night long and record. Uh-oh. It'll yeah, that's what they said. The older cameras will do it too. It's some kind of tax they put on cameras, and from Europe for the film industry or something. I was reading up on it. It's crazy. You're right. It does not, Bobby. I thought about buying a GoPro 11, but the GoPro 12 doesn't come out next month. So I thought I'll just hold off and see what it's about. And if it's any count, I'll probably end up with one of them. Yeah, I think it is about what they're running. All right, I'm gonna come up here now. I'm gonna tap in my mountain color and just a little bit of the black. Just tap these colors right on the brush. And I'll start over here. And I'm gonna come down and across. It's about like so. Give myself a little footy heel over here, you call, as Bob said. And I'll come under here and give it a little body. That'll help kind of tap it out some too. Like so. Oh, I enjoyed it, Zero. I lost you for some reason though. I don't know what happened. You were working on trees, and it just blinked out. I didn't know. I didn't know where you went, and I tried to find you, and I couldn't find you again until later on, and you was about done with it then. I don't have a clue what happened. This will give us an indication of a bunch of trees back here in the distance. I'll come across here and tap out the bottom. Just kind of push it across. Oh, okay, you got cut off. Okay. Hey, Joy, how you doing tonight? All right, then I'll come back up here and I'll get the same two colors, Mountain Mix and my black again. Tap them right on the brush. I'll come up here. Try not to kill all that mist. Not like so. Then we're gonna come across here and pull us up some more little trees. About like so. I'm going to wash this brush. All right, I'm going to come up here and tap into a little bit more of my dark colors again. I'm going to come right here at the bottom and I'm going to come across here and pull straight down. Robbie, I am actually a Bob Ross instructor. I went to New Smyrna Beach and did the 3-week course. And I'd painted with a Bob Ross instructor about a year before that, before I went. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I actually, my instructor for the 3 weeks was Nick Hankins. And if you've ever seen Nick Hankins paint, you'll see why he's an instructor. Nick is he is a dynamite artist. And not just wit on wit. I mean, Nick is talented in just art in general. All right, I'm gonna come up here now and get a little bit of my blue that I was using for my shadow, and a little bit more white. Get a little bit of my knife. Yeah, Nick's a good guy. I'm coming up here. I'm gonna do me a water line across here. And keep it as straight as you can. I don't know who all knows it yet, or if you've heard, but Bob Ross actually filmed a season 32, and they're gonna televise it, and they're gonna let Nick do the paintings. And they're gonna come out with a new book and everything. It's gonna be a pretty big deal. And Nick's supposed to be doing the paintings on a. Now I'm not really sure yet on which PBS channel, but I'm sure once the word gets out, you'll hear about it. I don't think it's a secret or nothing. I mean, they've already announced it. It's just a lot of people just hadn't heard it yet. Now, if I hear anything, before y'all do, or like if they send out an email or something, and I'll definitely keep y'all updated on it if you're interested in it. I definitely want to see them. All right, I'm gonna come over here now, and I'm gonna pick up my 1-inch brush, and I'm gonna come right up here in the Van Dyke Brown and the dark sienna, and I'm gonna come over here and get some of my sap green, and I just want to make a pile of color right here: Van Dyke Brown, dark sienna, and sap green. All right, Rod. You have a good night, man. Appreciate you stopping by again. All right. I'm coming right up here at the bottom of this cloud. I just want to start giving us the indication of a little tree up here. You do all that work on a mountain, then you just come over it and just cover it right up. Oh, I hate that when it happens. Right. I'll come down to about, I don't know, about right in here, I guess. All right, then I'll take these same colors and I'll load up the brush again. Okay, then I'll come on this side. And do the same thing. I'll come down to about right here. I'll stop it about right there. And just pull all this down into the water, like so. Yeah. Go ahead and wash that brush. Grab my script liner over here real quick. Get it loaded up with some thinner. Come up here and just roll it around in this paint. And get it about as thin as ink. And just roll that brush around in it. Just load it up with color. And then spin it on your way out. And it'll bring it to a real sharp point. Then you can come over here and give yourself the indication of a little trunk. You put your few arms on it here and there along the way. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, dark as it is. All right, we'll come over here, do the same thing to this side. These probably won't show no way once we get done highlighting. But at least we know we put them in there. We know how to make them now. Now's when you got to make a big decision. What time of the year is it? Is it fall, summer, spring, winter? All right, let me grab my oval brush. Y'all knew that was coming, didn't you? Come over here and get just a little bit of thinner. Come right here into my cad yellow. Then my yellow ochre. Mix these two colors right here on the brush. Then we'll come up here and get just a tad bit of my crimson. Bring it down here. Now that picked up a little bit of blue, so it's trying to turn my color kind of green. All right, I'm just going to tap it on the brush. You'll make sure the bristles are open when you do this, because this is a real light touch. We'll come up here, touch just a little above it. Y'all done got awful quiet over there. Y'all done snuck off and went searching. Make sure you leave plenty of dark in this. That's real important. Well, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Right. Let it get darker and darker as you come down. About like so. I'll put that brush to the side for a minute. I'll come over here and grab this 1-inch brush that I was using earlier. Come right up here in my yellow ochre. A little bit of my Indian yellow. Tap these two colors together. I'll start back here. Want to give yourself some dark in between here. When you go to making the little bushes, make sure you drop down under your tree enough that you can show some separation in there. Put just a tad bit of bright red in this color now with the Indian yellow. Come right in here. Give it just a little bit of color change right there. Thank you. Is that PERS 485? I appreciate that. All right, I'll get just a tad bit of the sap green now. And come back down here into this color. It's got the alizarin crimson and the yellows in it. You got to be careful right here. You don't want to tap a lot or it'll turn brown on you. We'll come right in here. That's just a little different green color. Since it's dark back in here, we'll leave that color kind of dark. Then we'll pick up a little bit of the yellow. Since we're kind of coming out this way a little, we'll let it get a little brighter now. Not much. It don't have to be real bright. I'll come get just a little bit of the white and bring it over here into the Indian yellow. And there's just a tad bit of green left on here, not much. With the Indian yellow, I'll come right out here. And this is a pretty sunshine color, so it looks like the sun's kind of hitting it. We'll get just a little bit more to red. Always be careful when using bright red. It don't take much of this stuff. All right. We'll come right here with it. And we'll grab a little bit more to red. We'll just tap into red this time. And we'll put this little firecracker out here. Not like so. Knock a little of that color out of my brush. I'm gonna come over here and get just another drop of thinner. Just a little bit. Never, don't take much. Then we'll come back over here in my yellow ochre. I'm gonna come right in here now and just kind of finish this area out with a little bit of the ochre. And see, we got our dark colors back in here, so all right. Going back to the same 1-inch brush, I just washed it. Got just a little bit of thinner on it. I'm gonna come right here in the cad yellow. Just tap it right on the brush. This is just straight cad yellow. Now, there's a bunch of other colors in it, but for the most part, it's just cad yellow. And I'm gonna come right along here. And I'll come over and get a little of the green colors that's down in here with it. A little bit of the ochre colors. And just come across here like so. A little of the red. About like that. Then bring the red down into the water. And bring this color down into the water. Then the ochre color. Just bring it down into the water. Then we'll wash the brush again. All right, I'm gonna come up here now and get some more of my white. And bring it back over into my Indian yellow. And get this real bright sunshine color. And I want just a tad bit of green. Very little green, not much at all. Almost a minty color. And then I want to come over here. And I'm going to use the 1-inch brush to do this tree, not the oval. That way it'll look a little different. Look like a totally different tree out here. But just like using the oval, it's a real light touch. And you want to leave yourself some darks in there. Don't ever kill all your dark. Whatever you do, leave yourself some dark color. Just like so. All right, I'm going to wash this brush one more time. Get good and dry. Beat the devil out of it. Dry it off over here on my paper towel. Now I'm going to come back up here and take this same color that we just put in that tree. And I'm going to come down here and put it in the water. Same color. Just put it down there in the water. Just like so. Well, thank you, Paul. I'm fixing to really turn them into reflections. Either that or I'm really fixing to mess them up one. We'll soon see. Well, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that vote of confidence. Thank you, sir. All right. This one over here and it thinner. Now I want to come right here, and this is just a baby touch. I mean a baby touch. Barely moving that paint. Just like so. And then very, very lightly come across here and just turn it into instant reflection. Just like so. And that is a very, very, very light touch. All right. Now I'm going to take my knife, and in that same color I used up here, I'm going to come right here and give myself another water line across here. You want to just keep it as level as you can. We'll drop above that a little bit, make it look like it's got a little bend in it back in there. Then we'll bring them together right here, kind of like so. Well, thank you, Robbie. I appreciate you being here, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate the support. All right. Now, we'll get a little bit more paint. Come in here and start giving myself the indication of a few little ripples in here. It don't take many to be effective. Just a couple here and there. About like so. And as far as I'm concerned, that is a very simple Bob Ross type painting. I'm going to come in here now and scrape in a few little sticks and twigs in my bushes here. And it don't take many of these when you're doing these either. Just hit you a couple in the dark spots. You don't have to come up here and get carried away with them. Just Add you a few here and there, just to show that it's there. I'm going to pick up my script liner again. We'll come up here, get a little of this red. I'm going to come over here on the dark trees. And I'll put my mark in here. Just like so. And we'll call it a done deal. Now I feel like any beginner can do this painting right here. It's all real simple steps. And if you watch this video and you have any questions at all on any step in it, feel free to reach out and ask me. I will help you all I can. Thank you, Paul. Good night. Appreciate you being here. Now the paint will be posted it'll be on my YouTube channel. Painting with Harold. So if you didn't get to see it live, you can always see it now. I have to start oil these light. Bobby is going to start oil paint. Oh, wow. I cannot wait to see the results of that. Because anybody can do with acrylic what you can. You get a hold of some oil. I'm just going to put all my stuff up. Because if anybody sees your paintings and then comes looks at mine, they can be throwing rocks at my stuff. I have inspired you. Well, I appreciate that, Bobby. That means a lot. It really does. Yeah, that's true now. You do have to learn the techniques. But with you already painting on the level that you painting on, it won't be nothing for you. You'll fall right into it. You already know how to blend. You already know how to load brushes. I mean, you'll fall right into it. This paint didn't mess up any brushes or nothing tonight. Didn't take a whole lot of paint. Didn't take a whole lot of time. And it's a real pretty painting. It's just an effective little. Oh, I know so, Bobby. It's just an effective little landscape paint. That's real simple to paint. I think my favorite part of it is right here, the little peak up there. Yeah, I do too. My favorite sound is that knife scraping that paint out on the mountains. I absolutely love that sound. After I after I shut this camera off, I will send you a text message with a name in there for you. Well, thank you, Neil. I appreciate that. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button for me. I need all the subscribers I can get over here. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 before October, and I'm running out of time. I'm still over 150 away. Well, I'm trying, Bobby. Next month, September, I'm going to be panicking in September. I'll be sending messages to everybody. Well, thank you, Neil. I appreciate that. Okay, that's loud. All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much a wrap for me. I thank y'all for joining me from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for all the kind words, and thank you for the subscribing. Well, hey, Steve, I hate you missed it, man. You too, Bobby. Steve, do you do TikTok? Okay. I was gonna say we're doing a fun little deal over there Thursday night at 9 o'clock. I'm painting with another painter. We're gonna paint side by side. That'll be fun. But I'll get a copy of it and I'll post it here for people to see it on my YouTube channel. Well, I appreciate that, Steve. I really do. I'm trying to get I'm trying my best to get this this YouTube channel to 1,000 before October. And it's slowly growing. It may make it. I'm not gonna give up. I'll say that. Well, I appreciate you dropping in. I hate you missed the show, but I'll be back. Let's see, maybe Friday. All right. Well, you have a good night, man. And again, I love you guys. God loves you more. Everybody have a blessed night. Thank y'all for joining me. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate all the help and all the support. See y'all next time right here on Painting with Harold.